But these elm trees are looking really cool right now. They got the really bright green foliage and the really like dark bark there. It looks really cool. They plant a lot of them in Calgary. I have a lot I could say about that, but like just offhand comment would be, well, we got that emerald ash borer making its way around the country, and if that hits Calgary, well, these things are toast. It'll probably wipe out every single one in the city. At least that's what urban forestry is afraid of. But one of the things I wanted to say today is it's okay if you like plants and you can't identify everything just from looking at it right away. It's okay to get it wrong, because I have to identify plants even in the winter when they have no leaves. And let me show you something. You look at the dark bark, right? Here's another tree with a really similar bark, especially when it has no leaves. But that's actually an oak tree. And it's a small one. So I have a bunch of trees that have this kind of growth habit in front of my house by the road. And I thought that it was an elm tree. But like the salt on the roads does something to small young elm trees that are growing on the side of the road. Sometimes the salt will make it do what's called witch's broom, where it'll just grow malformed. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But so I thought that in front of my house there was a bunch of like screwed up malformed elms that were just growing with like a single tree habit. I think I might be right about some of the elms that were growing screwed up like that, but now I'm looking twice as hard at the ones with the same bark, and just now that they have leaves I can tell easily they're two different trees. But when they don't have their leaves, like a lot of things in Canada when it's winter, you just have to guess. You know, I'm not putting myself out there as like a PhD expert. If you know something I don't and I'm walking around and you're like, hey, that's wrong, say something in the comments, because I want to learn from everybody too. That's just the way plants are. It's like a community thing. Now here's another elm. Yeah, so you know, if you didn't know any better, it looks just as wide. I'm just gonna take that information and look harder at the things that now I know that there's a distinction, and that I could look a little bit harder. This one's even got its acorns starting, and this one's got a hole in it. I guess that's probably a parasitic wasp or something has gone in there already to lay its eggs. Yeah, that's an oak, not an elm.